Okie dokies, ladies and gentlemen, so we are back. Mr. viOLet is 1-0 up indeed in this series. He is CSN TC. So there we go, the overlay is fixed. So, in the top northern position, we do have AureS going to be spawning here as the pink Terran. And down to the south, we do have CSN TC, aka the former MVP's viOLet, going to be spawning here as the purple Zergy. So, we have another 2VZ in store for us. If viOLet goes 2-0 in the series, he will move on to the final. However, AureS really needs to claw himself back into this game, otherwise he will be eliminated completely. So ICCup Testbug, in my opinion, once again, I've said it many a time, really not the best tournament map. There was a reason it was removed from the MLG pool, because it's just not that good, and a lot of pros really don't like to play on it. You know, there's a few reasons, you know, weird kind of mechanics with rocks positionings and things like that, but also not very long kind of rush distances. It's a bit up in the air. They're not too bad, but you know, the openness in general of the middle is very kind of good for Zerg, let's say that. So looks like Mr. CSNTC will be able to expand to his natural without much hassle. You have a drone heading out to the east, and he's not going to be able to scout his opponent out just yet, as he is in the wrong location. So, what will we see from Mr. AureS right now? Wouldn't be surprised if we saw a Reaper expand again. However, I would like to see Reactor Hellions. But that being said, you know, last game, viOLet wasn't really kind of formidable with his creep spread. So, with the Reactor Hellions, I mean, you know, yes, to a certain degree, you are looking for openings to try and slip in there, get 1 or 2 drone kills if you so desire, but the big purpose of them is to contain that creep, and if your opponent doesn't want to contain creep, then there's not a whole lot of point. But that being said, that is to the detriment of the Zerg player. Obviously, you need that creep out in order to be able to slow down slow pushes and just make yourself more mobile for those kind of counter-attacks and things like that in the later stages of the game. So if you're not doing that, then you're just hurting yourself really as a Zerg player. Unless it's ZVZ, then that's a bit weird. Depending on if you want to reinforce. Anyway, that's a bit weird. Yeah. So, we have a gas steal going down here for viOLet. And we have Reactor Hellions. Yeah! We like some Reactor Hellions. Out from the Terran. Overlord will come along. Does see the factory though, knows what's going on, and will continue to steal that over and over and over, whilst AureS does scout in between these bases. Speed will be on the way hopefully pretty soon, and you know, very important to get that speed. That gas geyser was slightly later than normal, and I don't mind that too much. It's a little bit more of an economical opening in terms of minerals, which is okay. Second gas geyser going down. Ooh, okay, so that's quite quick, gas geyser. May end up going for a tech lab here and then going for a starport to follow this up with Banshee harass. But for now, we'll open up with the Hellions. And considering... Oh, okay. I was going to say that considering viOLet last game's kind of completely skipped any kind of spine crawler defense, AureS could have been making a read on his opponent thinking, oh, well, maybe he'll do that again. But for now, he is actually not foregoing the spine crawler defense as well as the creep. So this is a very good option, but at the same time, not going to be able to do too much damage due to the fact that there is this spine crawler finishing up at just the nick of time. Oh, but he's going to try and run by, but these Zerglings are in the way in order to be able to stop that. One Hellion does go down for literally nothing. So off the back of this, we do have... Where's that starport? It was here somewhere. Oh, it's... What on earth? Okay, so the starport is actually proxied. Okay. Is he going to go for... a medevac? Okay, he's going for marine Hellion drops, but that's really weird. He even sees it! Oh my god, he sees it! He's seen it with the Overlord. This is really weird. If you're going for Hellion medevac drops, then why not just make them medevacs at home? Second starport is going down in his base. So, and the Hellions do come along here. The Zerglings see what's going on though. I need to clear my throat again. This is really, really weird right now. As he flies it away, makes a tech club on it, so I guess he's going to go for Banshee Harass, but at the same time, these Hellions are going to be able to fly into this main. A few Roaches are here, though, to be able to defend, so viOLet has the correct response in position already, and these Hellions are not going to be very happy and get picked up instantaneously. So, nice reactions there by AureS, but at the same time, great defense by viOLet. And is he just going for... Wait a minute. No, he doesn't have any Banelings down, so he's not going to be going for the same crazy aggression that he did last time, but he may just go for a bit of a crazy push here, and in the back of his base he has nothing to defend against these Hellions, but he could put on tons of pressure at the front of his opponent's base. He only has a lone bunker going up with like 4 Marines. So we have 2 Banshee. Oh, 2-pot Banshee is on the way, but this is very scary indeed, as a load of Hellions did get into this mineral line and kill off a few drones, but nice reactions, we're able to deal with that. Supply depot goes down though, and he will be able to kill off a lot of these SCVs indeed. And now only a few Marines left here. He just needs 1 Banshee out in order to be able to deal with this. At the same time though, these Hellions are going to be trying to drop again, but they're not going to be able to actually get down. How many did he kill with that? About 4 workers? Not too bad. But at the same time, so many workers already... No, he only killed 2, and so many workers actually being killed here for viOLet. This is looking really bad indeed. The Hellions are going to be dropped off in the natural, going to be trying to take out as many of these drones as possible. They do clump up, but he's not actually microing them as best as he should be doing. And now this lone Banshee out here, trying to do what it can, but shutting down so much mining time here. Roaches do push down, clearing a hub for anything here, as he needs to pick them up. And now, oh dear me, Mr. viOLet putting on so much pressure as AureS is... I mean, it was an interesting choice to do. It was an interesting choice to go for the proxy kind of Hellion drop and things, but, you know, it wouldn't have been too bad a deal to actually go for, what's it called? It wouldn't have been too bad a deal to actually just, oh, he needs to repair. It wouldn't have been too bad a deal to just go for the Hellions in the back and bring them over. That was a bit risky. I think the starport position was a bit risky. It could have been picked off quite easily by Roaches and Zerglings. So that's what I was trying to get at. But at the same time, we have dual port Banshees on the way, and if viOLet doesn't actually react to this in the proper fashion, he's going to be in a bit of a bad spot. He is probably going to be taking up to Mutalisks, as is indicative with these 4 gas geysers down. However, unless they come out before these Banshees hit, which is not going to be anytime soon, these Banshees are going to wreck face, and viOLet has got no anti-air to speak of. He only has 3 Queens, and they die so ridiculously fast to these Banshees, so this entire base is going to be forfeit for now. If he just takes out the layer, he could deny any kind of Spire from going down, and thus all the kind of air defense he would require. He's going to try and throw down as many Spore Crawlers as possible, but once this second Queen goes down, he'll be dropping the Medivacs with the Hellions in as well, and oh dear me, viOLet is in a terrible position. And this is what I don't get. I don't get why Terrans just don't go like 2-port Banshee, because if the Zerg isn't prepared for it, it's like an insta-win. But at the same time, Roaches do come up into the main here, trying to put on a little bit of pressure whilst those Banshees do hit. And as you can see, workers killed right now. 28 workers killed with these Banshees. Spore Crawlers going up in the main, and that Medivac does go down. And at the same time, these Roaches being very pesky in the main. 21 workers killed right now. Unit counting station shows 12 SCVs to 19 drones. And whilst this natural will end up dying, we have a lot of Spore Crawlers trying to deal with this. And actually, he may save the natural. Oh my good god. And he has so many spores in his main that it's going to be very hard for him to actually put on any pressure. Oh, dropping a mule. How cute that is. Trying to repair these Banshees, but 7 Banshees, man. I mean, if he just stays out of range of these Spore Crawlers, they're going to vanish. They are going to absolutely, they're going to go down so fast. So as you can see, just watch this Spore Crawler melt. Oh dear. And this mule is actually just going to be able to be so valuable in this position. The expansion goes down. Oh my, the mule dies! No, the broodlings. So now, AureS really pulling it out here, really showing us, you know, a good show. And despite not expanding behind this, he's in an okay position. He has lost, wait a minute, has he lost all his workers? 5 SCVs to the 25. Oh no, he's getting a Spire up. He has a lot of gas saved up, but not the minerals. And oh, he loses the Spire. He tries to build it next to the Spore Crawlers. Drone's coming back here, and this is so close. This is too close to call. He has so many Banshees. I'm really surprised he's not going for a Hydralisk Den. And the reason I'm really surprised is because Spire takes 100 seconds in-game to make, whereas a Hydralisk Den takes 40 seconds in-game to make. So using a Hydralisk Den as a reactionary tool to deal with any kind of airplay that you see out of your opponent is immaculate, especially when you know you've crippled their economy to the point that AureS has. So this is turning out to be a really, really weird game, but that is so many Banshees, 10 Banshees, going to be able to demolish his opponent's air defense. And why has he not just got, like, some Hydras out? I know they would have died quickly, but he would have been able to whittle down his opponents really, really fast. And actually, he lost so many Banshees in that engagement. What on earth happened? These Spore Crawlers, man, tear them apart if they get the opportunity. Oh, nice transfuse. We'll be able to leave that for a little bit longer, but he needs more Spore Crawlers. He needs to Spire up. 2 more Queens out, trying to focus down the weaker of the Banshees. He needs to take out the red ones. Oh, no, but he needs some Muters to start right now. If just one Muter just starts, and there we go, 5 Muters on the way for viOLet. So, AureS right now, all he needs to do is hold his position here, hold until those Muters come out, and that is going to shut this entire play down by AureS, and viOLet may end up going 2-0 into the finals of this XILENCE Cup. Spore Crawler's trying to reposition, trying to get in a... Oh, he's going to focus down the layer, though. He has enough money to re-expand. And behind this unit counting station, he gets the layer, but the Muters pop, and they're going to be able to rip apart these units. 21 drones to the 11 SCVs, but now these Muters need to make something happen. He needs to expand behind this, and he doesn't have that many Marines. He only has 5 Marines. Oh my good god, he's throwing down missile turrets frantically in order to be able to try and deal with this. The roles have reversed, ladies and gentlemen. Now it is viOLet that is going to be putting on the air pressure. Yeah, we have 2 more expansions going down, 1 in the main, 1 in the natural, as these Muters try and fly in, try to get a good position, and they will be able to deny this, and thus denying that missile turret gives him free reign of this entire area. He can pick off the Marines 1 or 2 as they come out, and he's trying to lure him back to the bunker, but will not for now. Oh my good god, and oh, taking down that reactor would be huge. Limiting his opponent's level of Marines right now would be fantastic. And we have a Viking on the way, but he actually cancels. Oh no, that Viking actually gets out. So he'll be able to slightly shoot on the way, but it all depends on whether or not he's going to be able to micro perfectly in order to be able to bring it back to these missile turrets and keep it alive. Oh dear me. So both players really, really weird. I mean, AureS was in a bad position, but he got himself into the point where he was in a good position. He killed off his opponent's hatcheries, and off the back of this, he was able to make enough SCVs in order to be able to slightly catch up with those mules as well. Meanwhile, we do have a nice creep spare from Mr. viOLet, and he will be taking out the star pot pretty darn quickly. Why do the games like this happen on this channel? Because this channel is awesome. That's why. Oh my god. It's just, I don't know why it happens. Oh, Baneling Nest going down. He's going to be able to reposition some of these Spore Crawlers at the front here. And a few Marines will be able to move out. Oh, this Viking being very, very pesky. But at the same time, Viking not going to be too pesky considering the fact... Oh, dear me, doesn't want to... All the SCVs. Is that all the SCVs? No, he's only bringing a few off in order to be able to tank some damage. And what does Mr. viOLet have out right now in order to be able to deal with this? 6 Zerglings and 5 Mutalisks. This could be the nail in the coffin for viOLet right now, as he is moving across the map with a pretty hefty Marine force. Does he have any Spine Crawlers going up? No, he doesn't. Oh dear me, these Marines and these SCVs could finish the game, and we could go to an ace match, as the Marines will be able to push in here, trying to take out these guys, but at the same time he needlessly loses those Vikings. He quite easily could have landed those and used those for support. And we have, oh, a lot of Banelings actually rolling down, morphing in just at the last second, and they clean up all the Marines! What on earth is going on? This is absolutely ridiculous. This lone Viking will be picked off by these Mutalisks, and now we have more Marines rallying across the map. Funny game, GG! viOLet advances onto the finals! Oh, we'll be back in a second. Oh my god.